Hello, my name is Katie Walker, and today I'll be walking you through how to make a pair of glasses that are half-loved, so to speak. So, in order to do that, we'll open up a new CodePen. First, we need a div tag. So we'll put in div with the class of glasses. And then, within our CSS code, we are going to create our shape. It will be essentially two rectangles. The position will have as relative. The width we will make 200 pixels and the height we will have at 100 pixels. And then we'll create our pseudo forms before and after, which will give us half of our frames. You can see here that we have it positioned 50 pixels left, and then right at the top we have the position as absolute, that way it's there. We have a border that is solid and black. If it was a background, that would be fully colored. Background color, if we made that red, the inside would be red. And I don't exactly have rose-colored glasses, so we're going to leave that empty. Then we have our radii set at 25%, 35%, and 75% or 70%. This kind of reproduces my frames, if you will. And then because there's only one half of our lens, we'll need to do the other half. So we'll take that after pseudo name, just like we did in the heart, and then rotate it. As you can see here, we've rotated it 360 degrees, and we've put this scale on it that helps it to transform vertically. So if we take this off, it just rotates it 360 degrees, and we want it to just flip. So we'll put that back. And then we've moved it over to the right. See, if we put that at 50%, it's there. So if we put it at 110%, it matches and lines up right here in the middle for the nose piece. Now, as far as the eye goes, we'll need to put another div tag in here. The class that equals eye. And then again, we will need shapes for this. This will take a circle because there are two colors to it. We will take the before and make that an eye color, and then the after, make that black for the pupil. So we've had to change the position of the eye. So if I take this down to 50, you'll see that, oh, it wasn't this one. If I take this down to 300, you can see that the blue shifted over to the left, but we want that in the center of that lens. And then we had to move it up. The width we changed. You remember that for the lenses we had to use the rectangle, a ratio which was the sides were longer than the corners. For these circles we had to make them the same amount so that it would create a perfect circle, otherwise we'd get an ellipse. So the width we have at 80, the height we have at 80, and we can increase that if we wanted to but I don't, so I'll go ahead and put that back at 80 and 80. I changed the color to blue, but that can be green, or we can make it brown. I think people have gray eyes too. I think one of my sons, sometimes his eyes look gray, but we'll leave it at green. I like the color green eyes. Of course, the border radius is at 100%. You'll notice on all of these that it has the WebKit and other things, so that it works in all of the web browsers. It just makes things a little bit easier for the web browsers that don't really know how to work with this. And then of course this is for the pupil inside of the eye, so we changed the inside color black because white would look weird. Black is what the iris is usually colored. Made it slightly smaller than the iris so that it actually looked like an eye. And then of course we transformed the origin point. So if we made this 50%, it would shift down and out of the position that we wanted it. So we'll put it right there and we'll leave it at 100%. And then the last thing that we are going to add is another div for the heart, so that we're half in love with whatever we're looking at. Kind of loving it, kind of not. And this text, this code, I will tell you, I pulled from the activity. Of course, I typed all of it. And the difference is, you'll notice that I had to transition things so that it was moved over and in the middle of the lens. So I basically kept everything the same. This is, I'm 0. So this is underneath the div tag for the glasses as well as the div for the eye. And so to get it to position, I had to figure out that instead of going 150 pixels, which goes down, it needs to go up. So you put a negative in the front and it goes up. Of course, that's not quite where it needs to be, so we'll do another 25% or 25 pixels, and that's where we want it. And then for it to be there as well, if you will remember, this was at 0 for both of them, at least. But if we move it over 100 pixels, we figure that it puts it right in the middle of our lens. So there you have it. We have a pair of glasses that are looking half in love with life.